Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Flaky women need a rock. Flaky women need a rock. And this is a tough love joint. This is a tough love joint because I was going to call it something else, but this is something I've really seen in life. There's a lot of women out here who, quite frankly, are flaky. They're good people. They're good people otherwise. I mean, seriously, they're good people, good women. Good women, got caring hearts, everything. Just flaky. And a lot of times it hurts them. And, I've seen women, they jumping into different things or they all over the place and all of that. And ladies, I'm going to be real. That annoys a lot of men. That annoys a lot of men. Like, okay, let's use that high value man thing. Yeah, I keep seeming to talk about it, but that's the big talk guy with money. That guy ain't going to really put up with a woman all over the place because if he making money, he got something steady. And he don't have time for some woman going to be all over the place with some stuff. Right? And it's tough. It's something you got to work on. But I'm going to tell you what. And like I said, this is some tough love thing. A flaky type of woman, the best relationship for them is a rock, a steady guy. And now here's the interesting thing. The steady guy might not be the biggest party animal. He might not be the man who's going to, want to jump around, do all this stuff. He ain't just totally boring and stuff, but he's solid. He's solid. He's the type of guy, he does what he says he's going to do. He's the type of guy that's going to keep that steady job. He's the type of guy, he ain't going to give you a lot of drama. See, one thing with a lot of flaky women, they get caught up in drama. And ladies, sometimes, you know what, you don't want to live a totally boring life, but sometimes you got to have some steadiness. You got to have some steadiness. And it might be tough, but sometimes you have to realize something. When you meet that rock, say you meet that rock, well, let me put it another way. Relationships are about spiritual growth. It's about becoming a better person. Like, ideally, every single time a person get into a relationship, they should be learning something, and something about that relationship should take them to another level. Not a super high level, but, they should be better for it. In fact, real relationships, except for one that you might consider like your final choice, person you want to marry, it should be, once people dealt with each other for a few months or a year or something like that, they should have a party when they feel like the relationship is starting to fade out because they've made each other better for the next person. They've made each other better for the next person. And this is the thing. They need, they made each other better. Now, I say a flaky woman need a rock. The reason why, that woman, if she's all over the place, going crazy, doing different things, getting into different things, she need that guy who's going to be steady for her. She needs it. He's going to be emotionally steady for her because usually a flaky type of woman, her emotions all over the place. She needs that rock. She needs to hang in there. See, the problem is with a lot of flaky women, a lot of times they'll meet that rock. And in a second, I'm going to get into what you might be bringing to that rock man. But a lot of times they'll meet that guy, be in a relationship, but because he don't want to jump around, they think, something wrong with him. They going on. No, he's steady. He's calming you down. Now, he ain't totally suppressing who you are because if you flaky, that's part of what you need, but you need to kind of direct it. You need to direct that creativity. And that's the main thing he brings to you. Like, okay, say you have a lot of creative women, which ironically, I was going to call this at first. A lot of creative women, like they into art or they into creative pursuits and everything, their biggest thing is sticking with something. That's the one consistent thing I've noticed, is sticking with something. But if they were to stick with something, using that creativity, they would actually go far. But they need something in them to bring out that steady part of them. So, yeah, say they're a writer or something, and they got all these ideas for books, but they still all over the place. So they might start a book, but then don't finish it for years. Or they might, or they might have the outline. They don't really get started on it. But they encounter a rock type of man who gets them there. Like, I actually know an author. I'm not going to call her name. She had worked on a book for years. Trying to get an idea about it, what to do. She didn't really get it published until she dealt with this dude who was like no nonsense. Like, he was a rock. He says he wasn't just passive, but he would say, look, you need to get this book done. And I'll just say the book sold well. I'm still not going to call the name of the book. I don't know if the person wanted her name mentioned, but I remember when I heard the story, ironically from her. She told me the story. She was like, yeah, she was just all over the place. Met this guy who was like, nah, you going to finish it. Boom. See, that's what the rock does. He steadies her. You know, it's like she's a butterfly. He's that tree branch always there. He's that rock. He's steady. Indeed, really all women need that type of man, or a man who got that in them, but especially the flaky ones. Because I'm going to tell you what, when you're flaky all over the place, it's not a good thing. Ladies, it is not a good thing. Like I said, you got these women wanting high value man and stuff. That man who's making all this money, he don't have time for that. He need to know you're going to be there. He's steady. In fact, he will skip over a beautiful flaky woman for the more average, plainer looking, steady woman because he knows, okay, she's there. So that's the thing. So a flaky, if you coming off as flaky or anything, you need to chill out. You need to chill out. Give that man who, when he ain't all over the place, all that drama and stuff. Even if you just deal with that man for a little bit, he can bring a lot to you. He can calm your emotions down and everything. Because seriously, ladies, I'm just being real with you. I'm raw with you on this channel. Most men don't have patience for that. Most men don't have patience for that. So if you run into that man who got that level of patience, shoot, you need to chill out with him. I'm saying at a minimum, you need to be cool with him and listen to what he's saying. Because think about it. This is a guy, he probably ain't getting in trouble. He probably got all his stuff because he probably got a great job. Because look, one thing about rock men, and this is for the women who I know still looking for that high value man, is that man who's steady, who's consistent, the one more likely to actually make money in the long run. To have that house, to have that car, have his bills paid because they steady. They steady. They're a rock. Seriously. And like I said, and I'm going to be real, if some of the flaky ones don't jump on that type of man, the more sensible women jump on them quickly. Let me say again, the more sensible women who are a little bit more emotionally under control, they'll jump on that guy quickly. That guy won't get any peace from them. So, you flaky, if you're a woman listening to this and you see yourself as you've been called flaky, you need that steady rock. You need that steady rock, because seriously, and especially if he's showing some interest in you, especially. And here's the thing with that too. Sometimes you can bring something to him. Maybe he needs to loosen up a bit, but just a bit, because that's how it's supposed to be. Y'all bringing something to each other. So I want y'all to think on this, ladies, and I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.